And where does that come from? I mean, you have been an actor, a manager, and now the artistic director. So you've seen all the pieces, and you watch these performer artists. Mm-hmm. They could be designers, they could be actors. And what is that you, when you see someone like the plumber or the Millard, well, they'll just go. Is that a madness? Is that what is that?
Yeah,
is that ego?
Question.
Is it madness? Is it the muse? Because we all are supposed to be responsible to our lines, and I finish my line, and then you come in with your line. But if I suddenly...
Yeah. People smell that, don't they? Don't they smell that? And those people like Kate Reid, who was just, there was something in her eyes. And when she would speak, she had this ring of truth. Well, like Susan Wright, like there was no, there was no BS. And sometimes, a Heath Lambert's will like call the police. But oh my God, he was funny. And in those moments, just kind of anarchy. But because I think that's it. Like it's like everything else in the theater. Like there has to be, theater is not opera. It's not ballet. Theater has to be now. It has to be absolutely this moment in response to what was on the news before you came.
Right.
In response to the time. And we have to get the sense that it's totally alive in that moment. That's why, in season planning, people say, well, you should plan well ahead. And it's like, you can't. Because the world, unless you're attuned to the change, sorry, I know I'm rambling.
Nope.
But unless you're attuned to the changes, and they're atmospheric, it's not an intellectual thing. Like before, we did a season in 2018, which had Martha playing Prospero, and a series of, Julius Caesar, where we had equal parts males and females. We had put that all together in the months before the Me Too movement started. And people said afterwards, wow, it felt like this season almost anticipated a shift in society. And that's not the case at all. It's like, if we in the theater are doing our job, we are society with everybody else, and we are feeling those changes, and we need to be at least in that moment. So the stuff that a Kate Reid does or Susan Wright does is simply say, the world is existing right now, and we have to be in this moment fully. And opera and ballet and other art forms like that, they're more plastic. They're not. I mean, I suppose people would argue, yes, it needs to be, and people would, say, well, opera represents seismic shifts in society over time, but over 30 and 40-year arcs, like theater's now.